Hi guys, and welcome to my Medal of Honor Warfighter beta walkthrough video. In this video I'm going to be looking at the main menu and the options screen, so customizing your character, platoons, that sort of thing. If you want to see the gameplay video, you can click on the link there. So if you're not really interested in seeing the menu and all that sort of stuff, click that link. That'll take you to a really cool gameplay video with commentary explaining what's going on. Okay, right. I'm going to presume, if you haven't clicked it, that you're interested in watching this. So yeah, here we go. So when we're in the main menu, there are several tabs at the top, as you can see. And the first one we get is Lobby. So this is the main tab, and you can jump into a game with Quick Match. You can see recent servers you've been on, and you can also favorite a buddy. I talk about buddies in the gameplay video, so basically you have a guy in the game who you can spawn on and you can help out, and if you like a particular buddy you can favorite him. So that's that. Onto the next tab. This is the Find Game tab. So Quick Match there does the same thing as it did in the other video, in the other menu, sorry. You can also favorite servers and see recent servers that you've been on. And there's also a server browser, so yeah, that means Medal of Honor Warfighter on console has dedicated servers, which is brilliant, which means there's no host advantage. Everyone gets a fair ping if you go on like a server in your region, so that's great, and it's very nice to see console games still including that sort of thing. The next tab on the list is your soldier. So when it loads in, as you can see here, there are 6 different soldiers, 6 different classes. From left to right, we got the sniper, the assault, demolitions, heavy gunner, point man, and spec ops. So, along with these, they all have perks. So, if you see in the top right-hand corner of the screen, we've got support actions, and these are like perks from COD or Medal of Honor 1, whatever. You know, that kill streak points, they add up. You get points for doing certain things and you get perks in the game. As you can see here, for the assault player, we start off with a mortar and a smoke screen, guided missile, fire team replenish, cluster bomb, RQ-7 shadow, and then an Apache pilot. So these are in order from top to bottom. So that's the first one you get, the mortar. The second one's the guided missile, and you get an offensive and a defensive one. So offensive, obviously you can do damage with it. The defensive one is more of a support role, so you can replenish ammo or put up a smoke screen, that sort of thing. And these change depending on the class. So that guy gets a grenade launcher as his offensive, and then a small, then a robot, which is pretty cool. It's a little robot you can drive around, and then the Apache pilot at the end. So along with all these classes, you can favorite one of these classes and make him my soldier or your soldier. You can also change the unit and the nationality of the soldier. So here we've got like US, Canada, Norway, Great Britain, and you unlock these as you play through the game. So at the moment for this guy I can only select Norwegian or Russian. And as you can see on the left, their equipment changes based on what class you are. It doesn't affect like the HP of your character or the speed that he runs at or anything like that. It just changes the default equipment that you start with on that guy. So at the moment I'm using the assault guy. He's my main character. I think most people will actually play as the assault character first to get into the game and then move on to trying out the other classes. But if we go into the assault guy and then change his unit, of course I'm going to go for the British SAS, and sometimes he says stuff, but most of the time it isn't actually in a British accent. It's either Australian or American, but yeah, we're going to pick that guy, and you can also see that you can change your weapon. So we're going to go ahead and look at this screen. So Medal of Honor Warfighter has a lot of cool weapon customization options, and you can see on the tab I'm now in my gun. So you got my soldier and my gun, and your primary gun will be whatever you have selected for your main soldier. So let's go ahead and look at the different weapons you can have. So these are all the unlocks you can have for the assault player. At the moment I've only unlocked 2. I've got the M4V1 and the M416 at the moment. So this is the one I'm using, and let's have a look at some of the things that you can change. So optics, which is your sight or your scope. You can go with iron sights. Again, you have to unlock these, as you can see. You can go with a Trigicon SRSO2. I have no idea what that is, but this is the one that I'm using at the moment, an Aimpoint Com4. Also ones with like bigger magnification. That one, the starting sight for the gun, that one's pretty good. But yeah, that's the one I'm going with at the moment. I like it. The barrel, so you can change the way the barrel is. So that's got like a little foregrip on it, and if you notice as well, in the top right hand corner of this screen, when I change the attachments of the weapon, the stats change, so you can get some feedback instantly on what these attachments are going to do to your weapons, which is nice. So you can see if I attach that, I get more agility but less range, and that's the one that I currently have equipped. On the muzzle, you can change the sort of suppressor, and again add a muzzle brake, and you can see that affects your stats, but those are currently locked for me. The receiver group, so that's the stock of the gun, and see, that one gives me more effective range. This one gives me more agility, less effective range. So as well as cosmetic changes, it also affects the stats of the weapon. So you've got plenty of options there. Now the magazine style, as far as I know, this is purely cosmetic and it doesn't affect the statistics of the weapon. But you know, if you like the look of that, you can go with that one or whichever one you like. And we've also got the paint job. Now I would like to see a real-time update as I'm flicking through these things, but it doesn't look like you're actually getting that at the moment. But you see here, I've selected Tan Tiger. I can't see what that looks like until I apply the paint job, so it would be nice to see what it looks like before I actually do that. But there you go, you can change the paint on the weapon and unlock new paint styles. So yeah, that's cool. So if we go to the next tab, which is the platoon, very similar to Battlefield 3, you can create a platoon. So it's like a clan where you play with your friends, and you've got statistics for your platoon, and you can also change your logo. The one I've got there at the moment is like one that's already in the game, but you can go onto Battlelog on like a web browser and make your own custom logo. So you've got some built-in ones there. There's a cool eagle. I went for the wolf. You can also change your preferred unit and the tag of the platoon. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You also get the platoon card as well, which shows you how many members you have and your ranking on the global leaderboards. The next tab is your stats and global leaderboards. So here we've got a player summary, so you can see that I'm in the SAS, and that's my primary weapon there, level 14, and you can also see your total score and if something like double XP is active. So games like Battlefield and Modern Warfare have like double XP weeks or weekends, I guess, to try and entice people to get back on the game and play it again, so you can rank your character up twice as fast. You also get a service record, so this is a history of all the things you've unlocked and also your progression towards upcoming unlocks, so new weapons, new tags, paint jobs, that sort of thing. Also got top players, so these are the top players that are playing the game right now. At the moment it's filtered by average score per minute, so Master Tepaz 94 is doing pretty well for himself. We can also look at kill death ratio. And Bartolo Cod and Ace 8193 have an 11 kill death ratio, which is pretty damn good. You can also see top platoons as well, which is basically just whichever platoon is doing best. So if we go over to options, these are obviously the options for the game. You can change subtitles. You can have the weapon zoom on hold left trigger or click left trigger. Peek and lean, auto zoom as well, and aim assist on or off. Controls. So these are all your controls. You can adjust your sensitivity. I know a lot of competitive players will like to tweak around with that and find a nice sensitivity to play with. I'm just using the default at the moment on a normal Xbox 360 pad. You can also change your vertical look, vibration, peak and lean, and on the right hand side there you can see all of your options. As far as I can tell, you can't change these at the moment. Oh no, actually can. You can. I guess that's like a Halo. That'll be Sony Vegas. That's a Battlefield loadout. So yeah, Southpaw as well. That's in several other games. But I'm going to go with the default, seeing as that's what I've been playing with. Audio options. You can change the volume of the master, the dialogue, music, all that sort of stuff. All the options you'd expect there. Video, of course, you've got brightness and colorblind mode, which is great for people who are colorblind, and also if you prefer the more vibrant icons, you can also have that on if you're not colorblind. That's a feature that many people wanted to see in Battlefield 3 from the beginning, but it was later added to PC and console versions of the game. But it looks like it's going to be in there from the get-go for Warfighter. So yeah, that pretty much covers the main menu screen. Apart from you can see the news on the right there, like any updates, any double XP weekends that are coming up. You also have the social hub, so you can see which friends are online, any invites you have to platoons, and you can also create a party from here, so you can join games together. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a cool menu system. I mean, it's a little hard to navigate with the controller. I think it'll be easier with a mouse and keyboard, obviously. You'll be able to get through these menus faster. But yeah, it's pretty well thought out, and it's looking good. So if you want to see my gameplay with commentary for the beta, then you can click on the video link there, and that will take you to that video. I'm just going to leave that up for a few seconds while you have a look at these burly men with their big weapons strutting their stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a rating, subscribe. There's going to be plenty more Warfighter coverage on this channel. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.